The fallout continues as a result of explosive allegations made against alt-right darling Russell Brand. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how to delineate the political movement, the COVID skeptical, the conspiratorial Russell Brand. I don't know. Okay. Russell Brand. He has been accused by multiple victims of sexual assault up to and including rape, as well as all sorts of other horrible things. The reaction, predictably, from many who are now politically aligned with him is that the timing is all too convenient. This is meant to hurt him politically. This is for this reason, that reason, the other reason, but it certainly cannot be believed. That is for damn sure. Well, let's look at a couple of examples here. Ben Shapiro of the Daily Wire, right-wing commentator, seems confused about the allegations, arguing that where it took place, Brand as a 30-year-old with a 16-year-old is not against the law by virtue of her age. Except, of course, the problem is that the then 16-year-old is alleging sexual assault, non-consensual contact. But Ben Shapiro's a little bit confused and running interference as best he can. Take a listen.
Alice, whose name we have changed to protect her identity, now realizes she wasn't fine. During a relationship that lasted for about 3 months when Brand was a BBC radio presenter, she says he referred to her as the child and alleges he became increasingly controlling and then emotionally and sexually abusive. So at this time, Brand was 30 and she was apparently 16. Okay, now, in the United States, crime. In the UK, not crime. The age of consent in the UK is 16, and apparently Brand ascertained that she was 16 by asking her and checking, which means scuzzy, scumbaggy behavior, sure. Criminal behavior, no. If you're, again, in the UK, and the age of consent changes from state to, I would prefer the age of consent be 18. But if you're not going to have that, then that's what it is.
Okay. So Ben's argument seems to be, this is legal in other countries, so therefore it's not an issue. The only problem with this argument is she's not alleging that he violated the age of consent. She's alleging that he sexually assaulted her. The crime is sexual assault, and this is very, very Trumpian. I had a right to say whatever I wanted to say about the election, and they're coming after me. Right. And that's in the indictment. But you don't have a right to do whatever you want, like setting up slates of fake electors or pressuring officials to change the results. Then you are conspiring to disenfranchise voters. That's the crime, not saying I believe I won. And similarly, she specifically alleges, this alleged victim of Russell Brand's, alleges an incident of assault so severe and so terrorizing that she had to punch him in the stomach to try to get Brand off of her. That crime is not based on her age. Could be guilty or could not be guilty, but let's not obfuscate in this way. The sexual assault is the problem. And the theme, the trend is they always just try to find a way to justify the behavior or suggest that the allegations are overblown or that they're not trustworthy, which is a classic that they've been doing over the last 48 hours. Now, to her credit, there is one right-wing woman who has actually said there's a lot of evidence here, and we're going to talk about that next.